Hello students, welcome to lecture 5 of user-defined methods. So in today's class, we are going to again revise the concepts through a program. Here we will be discussing a program where data will be accepted through scanner methods, and we will be seeing the use of switch construct and also if-else-if construct through a program. In class 9 revision also, the model 2 was something like this. So again, we will see the use of accepting data through scanner, and also we'll be revising the class 9 concept, that is your decision making statement, if else if and switch. Fine, so please go through the question. Yeah, so the question is, a promoter announces a special bonanza for early booking of the flats for their customers as per the given information. Here, the category and discount on price is mentioned. So, you have to write a program to input price and the category. Right, so price you can take as the int or float, and category you have to take it as char only because it is specified in the question. To accept G for ground, F for first floor, S for second floor, and T for third floor. So if it is specified, then you have to take it accordingly. But if they do not specify anything, then you can take category as int or character. But here it is specified, therefore you have to accept category as a char data type. Right. So here your program will look something like this. You have to first, this, I'll just give you the body of the program. Your program, you can give any name, as name is not mentioned in the program. Always try to give some related name. And then since here we are accepting data through scanner, so we'll have an import statement. Okay, I'll show all this in BlueJ through a program. Fine, so let's go to the BlueJ screen. Just note down the discount offered so that when we are doing it in program, you don't get confused. For ground floor, the discount offered is 10%. For first floor, there is no discount. Second floor, the discount offered is 5%. And for third floor, it is 7.5%. So the meaning is clear. If the category given by user is G, the discount computed will be 10% on the price, which is, this price is the amount which is given for booking the flats. And based on the category, that is ground floor or first floor or second floor or third floor, they are being awarded different percentage of discount. So you have to check whether the category is one of these, and accordingly discount will be computed. So for calculating discount, we'll be using the if-else-if statement. Right? Yeah. And once you calculate the discount, the net price will be your price minus discount. Right? Okay. So I hope you got the question. So let's see the use of scanner for accepting the data. Okay. So I'll just share the BlueJ screen. Just give me a time. Yeah. So here the program I have given is customer. Yeah. I'll increase the font size. Control plus will increase the font size. Yeah. Now you can just check it. Yes. So here, whenever we are accepting data through scanner, we will be using import statement, right? Because we are using scanner methods to accept the data, we have to import this statement because scanner class is present in util package and util is not a default package. Therefore, whenever you want to use scanner methods, you have to include this scanner class in your program through the keyword import. And that has to be the first statement of your program, right? And then comes the class name. Always give some related name to the program. And then you start public static void main. In some textbooks, they also give you a string args and all, but it is not mandatory to write that. You can skip writing that. Yeah, just a minute. Pen is not working. Yeah. So string args is not compulsory, but in like the normal Java, they will use string args. So some books they just follow it blindly. But you should know that it is not compulsory to write. Even without string args, your program will work fine. Okay. So this is your normal method. And then you have to create the scanner object. The syntax for creating object, you know, that's class name. Object name is equal to new class name and it will accept system.in as an argument. System.in refers to standard input device, that is your keyboard. Through keyboard you enter the data, right? So this statement you have to write as it is. You have to create the scanner object. The scanner object here is sc, which is any valid identifier. You can give any name. Just keep it any name and always use the same. Like unnecessary, you don't have to think much of these identifiers. Just use them as the sc, or some people use in, whatever. It can be anything. Try to use short and related name. That's it. So this is for creating the object. Now in this program, I'm making use of two variables, that is d for storing the discount and net for storing the net price. So I have to declare them beforehand. Whenever you use any variable in your program, you have to declare it, right? So just declare it and then we start the input process. SOPL and enter price of the flat. So here we are asking user to enter the price, right? And we accept it through scanner method nextInt. So nextInt is used to input integer values. Now, because nextInt is a method of scanner, whenever you are calling a scanner method, it has to be preceded by its object. So here the object we created is sc. So it will be sc.nextInt. And whatever you enter will be taken by this and will be assigned to price. Okay, so this will input your price. Now we are displaying the menu here. Like you have the choice, so you display the menu here. That's discount details. G for ground floor, F for first floor, S for second floor, T for third floor. Okay, I have made a mistake here. No issues, we can just make the corrections. Yeah, so as mentioned, you have to give it, yeah, G for ground, F for first, S for second, and T for third, right? And then you ask user to enter the category. So these are all display statements. Now you will ask user to enter the character, that is no G, F, S or T. The user will enter one of those characters. And the method used for accepting character is sc.next.charAt 0. So if you know strings, you can easily understand this, because in Java there is no in Scanner class there is no direct method to accept a character. So it is indirectly accepted through a string method. So here this sc.next, like when you enter the value, for example, I enter G for the character. Now this G will be read by sc.next in a string form, right? And then we are using dot char at 0 here. So those who have done strings, you will know that charAt method is used to get the character at specified index. So the index for this is 0. So the character at 0 is G. So this will convert the string G into a character G, which will be assigned to CH here. So fine, if you haven't done strings, then no issues. You can just remember the method sc.next.charAt 0. Right, you have to just use it as it is, sc.next.charAt 0 for accepting any character. Okay. Yes. And then we start switch case. Switch, you can use it, you can use even if else if, or you can use switch. So my idea was to explain you both if as well as switch. So in yesterday's class, the previous class, I have given you a program using if else if. Here we are revising the switch concept, but you can do it in any way if a program is given on this. So here switch we are using, and yeah, so this ch value is given here as an expression. Now, how does switch work? This expression will be compared with the case values. These are the values, right? And these values can be either int or char only. Int or char only. No other data type is allowed. Right. These values can be either int or char. That means this one, the ch, the expression which we accept, the choice which we accept can be either char or integer only. Right? All these values are distinct. They have to be unique. They cannot be repeated. Fine. And after that, how does it work? This ch, the variable, will be compared with these values for equality. So if ch is equal to g, that is the meaning of this. If ch and g match, then the control will enter that particular case, will execute the statements written within this case, and break will shift control out of the switch. So only one of these cases will execute, right? And if none of the case value match with the variable, in that case, the default will get executed. So you can, and also default is optional, like it is not compulsory to write default, but it is always preferred to have it for displaying any kind of error message, right? So let's see how it will work. Now, for example, the price entered, I'll enter some price, for example, 10,000. Okay, the flat price will be very high, but no, just to see the calculation part, I'm taking a small value, which is 10,000. Okay, so my price value for now is 10,000. And if I enter, suppose G as the option, the character value. So this is your G, and then G will be compared with these values, and here it finds the exact match. It is matching with this. So the control will enter the block and the discount value will be calculated, which is price into 10 by 100. So this 10 and this goes, and 1 0 of this will go. So your D will be 1000. for this calculation, right? And break will shift control out of the switch. And here you calculate the net by deducting this discount amount from the price, thereby getting the value of net price as 10,000 minus 1,000. So that will be your 9,000, right? And then you display the details, or like your net price and the discount amount. You can even display the flow detail and the price amount. Okay, so let's see one more case execution. Now suppose I enter here T as the choice, right? The third floor. Now this is your T. Now T, is it matching with G? No. So what happens? The control will go to the next case. Even this is not matching. Then it goes to the next case. This is also not matching. Now this matches with the value of CH, which is T. Once it matches, the control goes within this. It will find the D value and break will shift control out of the switch. Calculates net price and displays the details. Okay. Now here one point to be noted is, like in your math, you generally calculate discount as for example, 10% of price. You calculate it like this into price, right? But what happens is when you calculate it this way, in Java, you know that into, division and modulo, they are at same level. Nobody is higher than other. So whichever operator appears first will be executed first. So as per that order of precedence, this division will happen first. And 10 by 100, here both are integers, therefore the answer will reduce to 0. 10 by 100 is 0. If you divide 10 by 100, you will get 100 zeros as 0, right? So the quotient is 0. Therefore, 0 into price will reduce to again 0. So you must have experienced this while doing practicals. Whenever your numerator is less than denominator and both the values involved are integers, it will reduce to 0, making the entire expression 0. So in order to avoid that, you can do it this way: price into 10 by 100. The meaning will not change. You will get the accurate answer doing this. The only thing is your numerator will not reduce to 0. It will be more than your denominator. So this problem will not occur. Or you can even use it like this. If one of the value is double or float, then the answer of this will be a double value or a float value, but not 0, right? So you can keep that in mind whenever you have this kind of calculations. Fine. Now one more option. Suppose the character value entered is not one of the listed categories, and if you enter suppose B, okay, CH value as B. Now this is your B, that will be compared with the first case, not matching, not matching, not matching, not matching. So what happens when none of the case value match with the variable? The default will get executed and it will display invalid choice. Please enter one of these to avail the discount. So if you do not write default, you will not find any statement on terminal window. It will be just blank. So instead of that, you can just put some appropriate message so that even if user enters any choice other than the given options, still some message is displayed. Okay, hope it is clear. And then we display and here after you calculate D, the discount, you are computing the net, which is price minus D, and you're displaying all the details. The most important here is net price and the discount amount, which is being asked in the question. So in your exam, you will be awarded marks for displaying D and net. The other things you display or you do not display does not matter, but whatever you're calculating for whatever you are writing the program has to be displayed by default. Okay, so this completes our program. Now I'll just show you the execution. Just compile it. There's no syntax error. And you close this, right click this. Because I have taken it as a static method, you can see the method here itself. You can call the method directly through the class. So if you remember in static and instance, one of the difference was static members can be called using class name and dot operator. So here we are doing the same thing, right? So I click it and it will ask me to enter the price. Let's enter 10,000. Okay. The same example we have taken before also. Enter the price. Okay. Yes. And now it displays the menu part, which was in the program. And now it is asking me to enter the category. Now, for example, if I enter G as the category, yes. So price of the flat is 10,000. Discount amount is 1,000. If you remember, it was 10%. The discount offered for ground floor was 10%. That's why the discount amount is 1,000 and the net amount is your price minus discount, which comes to 9,000, right? So this kind of programs you can expect in boards, the menu driven programs where you display the menu. So basically such programs, it's easy to do through switch case. Okay, I'll just show you one more output for this. If you right click and call the method and suppose 20,000 and you give B as a choice. Okay, so what it displays? Invalid choice. Please enter this GFST to avail discount, and it is displaying the details with no offered discount. The net amount and price remains common because the choice entered is wrong. Okay, so this is an appropriate message for any wrong choice. So you can write default for displaying some appropriate message in case user does not enter the options as mentioned in the switch. Okay, so I think you understood this part. So let's go back to the question. Just a minute. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a program which I have just shown you. So as a practice, you can do this question 3 as homework. Okay, this can be done as homework. Please do this as homework. The only thing is accept the data through scanner. Here we are practicing accepting data through scanner. This question is similar to what we have done in previous class. So the logical part can vary from one program to another. But the class is basically to explain you how to accept data through scanner. So here accept the data, that is write a program to take number of calls as input. So you can accept number of calls through scanner. Along with this, you can even accept the customer's name, the address, anything. Just practice how to accept data of different data types through scanner. Like how you have nextInt for accepting integer. You have next for accepting a single word. That is, for example, you want to accept first name. You can use next or any single word. But if you want to accept address or full name, where 1 second. Yeah. where you have more than one word, right? Like address. If you want to accept address or full name of a person, any data which involves more than one word, then you have to make use of nextLine. So these two methods are for accepting the string, right? And okay. And then for char, I told you we have already accepted character in the previous program. And for accepting float and double, it will be same way, next float, right? And for accepting double, next double. See, these are conventions. As I told you yesterday, all functions begin with small case. Can you see those conventions in inbuilt methods? Yes, all methods are beginning with small case, and all class name begin with capital. And if any one of them has more than one word in it, the first letter of the following word is capital. So if you remember that convention, it will automatically you will get the function, and you'll not commit any errors with respect to the case. Fine. So just remember that and accept all these type of variables through scanner. And if any doubt, we can discuss it in the weekly doubt set. Right. So yeah, so in this program, this is similar to what we have discussed in previous class, right? So please try doing this. You have to calculate the charge. In each case, you will be calculating the charge. Once you calculate the charge, uh, you have to add monthly charge 150, which is common, which is necessary charge for all customers. So while displaying the price, you can in the final one, you can directly write 1C plus 180 when you're displaying the charge, right? Whatever charge you calculate in each, if later you can, when you're displaying the charge, you can add 150 in SOPLN, or you can use a separate variable to store the sum, the charge what you calculated plus 150. 150 is the common necessary charge which has to be paid by every customer or consumer. Okay, so please try doing that and revise all these type of programs. Your switch, if, accepting data through parameters, accepting data through scanner, creating of object, calling of the methods through object. These are all very important, and you can expect these type of questions in your board exam. That's it for today's class. I will stop here. Okay, thank you, children.